Hello and welcome to week 3 of macroeconomics. This is an important week. This week we learn about supply and demand. And supply and demand is probably the cornerstone of any undergraduate principles of economics course. This week we learn about how equilibrium prices are determined, how supply works, what factors cause supply to shift, what factors cause demand to increase or decrease. And we also learn about the relationship between price and quantity on supply side and demand side. Ultimately, what this week's chapter tries to explain is why prices form the way that they do and how various events, political events, economic events, end up affecting the prices of the products and services that we buy in our everyday lives. One economist, Alfred Marshall, was asked once about supply and demand. Somebody asked him, what determines the price? Is it the supply? And supply would mean here the cost of goods that are produced, for example, how much a company pays for labor, for ingredients, etc. Is it the supply of producing a good that determines how much it will cost on the open market? Or is it demand of a good that determines how much a good will be priced at in an open market? And so Alfred Marshall said that it's sort of similar to asking about which blade of the scissors cuts the paper. When scissors cut the paper, the two blades work simultaneously. It's at the intersection of the two blades that the cutting takes place. And similarly for Alfred Marshall, a renowned British economist, it's the intersection of supply and demand that determines the prices. And so this week we'll see the mechanics through which this works. You will see examples. Please work through these carefully. Read your textbook carefully. And I look forward once again to your participation on a discussion board. It is really interesting for me to see your interaction on a discussion board as you process these principles that God has put in place in our world, the economic principles through which we interact with each other. And it's so great to see you delve into those and take a look at the question and then bring your experience to bear. You have such wide experience from military to international experience to full-time students to full-time workers. And so it's great that you're able to bring that on a discussion board. So have a great week, and I'll see you through this announcement again next week.